of Total War Warhammer 2. In the last episode here, we continued to expand out a little bit. We went against this one rogue army, the Wrath of Nature, and are trying to get up here because Chaos has begun their invasion, so with any luck we can take Karak Ungor here relatively quickly, and then move to Fort Jakova probably, or Kislev might take Fort Jakova as well. Also, if I sound a little weird, I think I'm losing my voice. I don't know why, but it is what it is. So, let's get started here. Let's see, we have Artillery's right hand. He needs a little level up. Let's go ahead and give him Foe Seeker. Oh, no. I want training.
Ready.
Then River Dwarf here. He is almost at the point that we can make him immortal, which will keep him from dying if we lose a battle with him. Well, I think probably our best bet is Dampening or Rune of Grimnir. We'll do Dampening because we're going to be probably going up against Chaos here pretty soon.
My anger burns bright.
Alright, so Artillery Master, we should be able to move you up. So let's go ahead and do that so you can get into range to help us here.
For the wisdom of Valea.
We got this one kind of more NPC army from one of our confederations hanging out here.
Time for
And we got Quantum Dwarf along with Vault Dweller. They're both over here hanging out, building up the army in preparation to take on the Empire here. Let's see, we could do Longbeards. Probably want to do at least a couple Longbeards since they can encourage other nearby units. Do I do the Quarreler Great Weapons or regular Quarrelers? Let's go ahead and do the Great Weapons. That way we'll be a little bit more suited if we need it. Alright, I think that's about all we can do.
summon me if you
This guy, we'll put him back into ambush stance.
will.
I'm going to take a quick moment here just to make sure that
No. I refuse.
I don't believe these guys will be able to.
Not likely.
Nah. They shouldn't be able to do a lightning strike against me, so this guy should be relatively good, and hopefully we'll catch whatever forces in an ambush
I will not obey.
and actually be able to do some damage to him.
For an honor.
Alright, our one random dwarf here.
Beijing votes.
And I think that is it for this turn, so let's go ahead and end it, and we'll see what happens next. So I've been continuing to work on my little Star Wars Warhammer mod, and well, we've been making progress. It's I've completed the Stormtrooper. Still needs some like better elements to it, but it's at least there. Also have a basic Jedi Battlemaster Lord completed. Outside of that, I've been working on kind of something to represent an AT-AT, and that has been a little bit more trouble than I expected. Kind of what's going on there is my original plan with that was to make a Kemrian War Sphinx that had a ranged attack to it. Unfortunately, originally the range attack wasn't firing at all, and then I've been able to get it to fire, but it breaks the whole animation of the War Sphinx, so that's not working either. So still trying to figure out what's going on there, how to fix that, so we'll see what happens. Oh, and the ambush has been foiled. You are defending against the Empire. Well, where the hell is our reinforcements? They have a lot of great swords here. I think I'll retreat. And hopefully then we'll be in range of... Oh, I see what they did. I didn't know you could do that. Oh, you learn something new every day. So apparently if an army... Well, now we're only going up against 2 armies instead of 3. So if an army... If you have 2 armies, well, an army and then a garrison nearby. I always thought the garrison could come help you out. Turns out that's not always the case. If an army sieges the garrison and then moves to it, and then other armies come and attack your armies that are outside the gates, that could be an issue. I didn't know that. So let's see how this battle goes. Hey there, Pickle. Just learned something new about Total War Warhammer, so... I'm probably going to lose this army, but so long as it gives me enough time to build up Quantum's army, we'll be alright. Because again, this is just an NPC army, so it's not going to be a major loss. My coke addiction? No, I already knew about that. No, what I learned is if an army sieges a settlement, and then... So, in this case, there were 3 armies. One army went and sieged the settlement, the very smallest army that they had. The 2 other armies went after my army that I have outside the gates of that settlement. And I always thought that the settlement would still come to provide reinforcements. That's not the case, though. Yeah, it actually prevented reinforcements showing up, even though I was within the range for reinforcements. So yeah, I didn't know that happened, which is going to make this interesting, because I think I might be outnumbered here, or it's going to be very close.
They have wronged us. We demand blood. Quarrelers.
Alright, let us see. These guys like this. We'll have the Thunderers up front. And the Slayers will be at the back to provide support. Kind of like in the middle, actually. Alright, I think we're ready. Let's see how this goes. Do they have cavalry? Or... They do have some cavalry. One group of Reiksguard. I also added a camera mod, which apparently makes it better. And it actually does seem like it looks... Things look a little bit better, actually. Hey there, Omar. You're not too late, so don't worry too much about it. Pickle says, if you must know, it looks 50-50 to me. You may or may not win. Well, better 50-50 than what it showed at the beginning. Actually, right now, it's actually still kind of showing a little against me. Let's see. It looks like for the most part, they just have a whole bunch of great swords. Alright, let's speed it up. So I got my new oven today, so that was exciting. Of course, it was a total mess when they pulled out the old oven and I looked underneath. Apparently whoever last lived here They just spilled all sorts of stuff back there. It was bad. Oh, and of course, because they don't necessarily... Oh, they are moving. I thought they were just going to stay there. But no, they are actually moving against me. Good. Maybe, anyways. Here they come.
Pump those dwarven legs! Quarrelers!
Wait, German? What about German? I'm confused. Are you talking about the Reichsguard? Yes, the Empire is kind of a little German-based, a little bit. Uh-oh, they're sending their treasurer against us.
We will have vengeance! Slayers! We demand blood! Slayers!
But yeah, I was able to make a pizza perfectly fine in the oven, so that was good. Haven't done anything else with it yet, but... Pickle says they look like they're from Germany. I mean, maybe, I guess. Because they got some fancy hats. The Germans had fancy hats. Alright, here come the Reichsguard. Let's get some of our Slayers out a little.
Move! Nothing can stop us!
I think that's the only group of Reichsguard we actually have to deal with. Alright, other Slayers.
Unite! On us! They have wronged us! The clans unite! Thunderers!
Thunderers, let's pull you back a bit.
Range far, range fast! We demand blood! Dwarf warriors! Dwarfs ready access! Reindeer! Zoe, attack! It is an order! Kazoo! Train them! Plow from...
No, Pickle, I'm not going to be cooking people in the oven. They don't taste good.
It is a reckoning! Let's have it! Fight! Don't give them an inch! For the Karazanko! Axos out! War of vengeance!
Can we actually fire on Karl Franz where he is? No, we're obstructed. Crap.
Slayers! Wow! Through! War of vengeance! Long be it! Attack! Dwarf warriors! Slayers! Move now! For the Karazanko! Dowie, attack! Thunderers! Ah! As you command! Kill them! Axes out!
We almost got Karl Franz down.
Quarrelers! Kill the earth splitters! Kill them! Pull out! Quarrelers! Hit them! We have scores to settle! This is a reckoning!
Karl Franz is on the... He's fleeing. He's on the run.
Warriors! Fire on the foe! For the Karazanko! Blow out! Ready to strike! Marvelous!
Stupid Reichsguard.
Out! Kill it!
And now the army decides, oh, we've lost. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Our Slayers won't leave because they're unbreakable. Fight to the last.
Slayers!
Well, fudge. Oh, this one last Slayer. Aw, he was fighting. At least it said it was close to defeat. So we lost 758 units, which, and then the remaining ones, since we retreated, will be lost. And then they lost just short of 500. So yeah, not quite as good as I would have hoped for, but at least it weakens their force a bit. But yeah, I think for the AT-AT right now, in the mod that I'm working on, I might just put it to the side for the moment. Maybe work on another unit because, oh, it's been troublesome. I can use the Bastillodon part to, you know, try and get it done, but it's still not quite going to be exactly what I want. So I don't know. We'll see. Pickle says, work on Darth Maul. I could perhaps have Maul be part of the Norskin faction, because the Norskins are, in my view, the Norskins are probably going to be more of the Sith-focused faction. So, like, Darth Maul being with them could be a possibility. I know another option is Naga Sadao, and he's one of the older Sith. He appeared in the comics, the old Knights of the Old Republic comics. So he's someone I'm thinking of adding to Norska. Perhaps a few other ideas I have for Norska as well. And so the secret emperor individual that's going to be part of the Empire, I was thinking with them, because there are like certain faction effects whenever you take on a certain lord to be the leader, to start the campaign. And I was thinking if I could try and make it work where if you choose him to start out an Empire campaign, what it would do, it would give a big boost to relations with Norska, because generally the Norskins and the Empire don't get along. It would also increase or decrease relations with Bretonnia, since the Bretonians are going to be more of the rebel and like the rebel as well as the Jedi related faction. Now the Empire itself, I'm not really planning to add much in the way of Force users. I am thinking of possibly doing like an Inquisitors kind of unit. Like the Inquisitors from Star Wars Rebels, for example. But they're probably not going to have the full like lore of the dark side that the Sith on the Norskin side will have. Yes, Pickle, you did mention that you've been watching Game of Thrones lately. And poor Scory there is dead. Alright, we got Masterwork crossbows to increase our damage for our rangers and quarrelers. And we got a grudge for Emperor Karl Franz. Because of course we do. Alright, let's see. Oh, what should we do next? Leadership. Oh, a lot of blood in Game of Thrones. True.
Let us begin.
Since we have great swords, I probably would want to do the dwarf warriors with great weapons. Or maybe go for the longbeards with great weapons, actually. I can afford it, especially now that I lost that one army. The whole brother and sister getting it on is a whole big part of the story early on.
Armed and ready.
Alright, so we'll do one more big push for Artillery Master to get him out here.
The High King acts.
Yeah, let's move Thorgrim as well.
One rug.
Oh my god, look at all of this. So this guy has a hell of a lot of Force Dragons in his army. Well, hopefully Artillery Master can do his work. Omar says Alabama 100.
King's command. Move.
And Pickle says, no wonder her son looks like a girl. I mean, maybe.
A wise plan.
Alright, Bretonia, can we... No, we can't be friendly with you yet. Yet, being the key word. Soon, maybe. Once we take out the Empire here. Let's see. You guys, will you join the war against the Empire? I'll offer you this little bit of money that I have. No.
Our kin have come. Fetch the brewmaster. We drink.
Let's see. And Omar says, and when did the dragons hatch? I thought it was in the second season they do eventually hatch. I think anyways, or maybe it's the first season even. It's either the first end of the first or somewhere in the second season. And Pickle, why are you asking about Omar about him saying that they had children Alabama 1000? I don't know if I called him Omar again. I'm looking at you, Omar, and then I'm looking at Pickle, so I don't know. What did I say? Oh, you fuckers. Attacking Woldnoff here. I'm really starting to hate the Empire now. I think I'm just going to kill them all. I was talking to both of you, Pickle Mike. Because Omar was talking about Alabama. Whatever. I give up. You are now both known as Pickle Omar. Haha. No, I'm not looking forward to this battle because we're gonna lose. Pickle says I don't like that name.
Miners! Nothing can stop us! Quarrelers!
Oh, now Omar is bringing out the shame.
We demand blood! Quarrelers! Kill 'em all!
Alright, Quarrelers, let's get you into position here.
Blood! Nothing can stop us! Quarrelers!
Gonna kind of sacrifice our miners there in hopes that our Quarrelers can take out those crossbowmen.
The Dwarfs are ready! Miners! The clans unite! Attack the Urks! Axes out, lads! Let's hold the lads! Miners! War of vengeance! Fire! Wolf warriors! Miners! For the High King! Kill these fools!
Well, it's gonna be 2 versus 1 here. It's gonna hurt.
It is a reckoning! Fire on the four! Miners! Let the vengeance begin! We'll guard it! Pump those dwarven legs! Quarrelers! Fire on
Alright,
the
let's try and
four!
take out this damn treasurer dude.
Miners! Quarrelers! Run!
Come on, you can get him.
War of vengeance!
Fire on him, damn it.
Withdraw!
Uh-oh. Oh. Well, that was weird. I thought my audio was going out again, but it decided it wanted to come back.
Pick your targets well!
Another disaster. Lovely.
Pull out!
Well, I'm hoping Quantum's army is going to be good because we're going to need it. Oh well, at least his army is going to be ready to go after this next turn, so... So they sacked the settlement. They didn't really get much out of it. So what should our goal be for this playthrough? Should we play till we defeat the main Chaos Army, or should we look for a different goal? Because if it was working to defeat the main Chaos Army, that might be something we can achieve in a few more episodes. Depending on what the other objectives are, it might take a while. Kill everything? Well, that is something that could take a while.
My axe thirsts for war.
Alright, let's do Mind Dispute. Get us more money. And look, another grudge.
It is time.
Alright, we'll go to Eschen first.
Time for a reckoning.
Vault Dweller, what do we want to give you? Probably Forge Fire would be pretty good, I think, overall. Pickle says, no, I have a better idea. Take on the High Elves.
Absolutely.
It's a possibility.
High King acts. It is
Alright,
time.
Thorgrim can make it all the way there.
Lord of
Artillery
Clan
Master, you are going to be just short of it.
What? To
You know what?
battle.
Let's do it.
Attack! We mark another grudge. Master of Runecraft, getting out of here. Wipe out the trespassers. Ready axes.
Alright, so this is going to be everyone here. Versus a hell of a lot of forest dragons. You know what? Since they have walls here, I'm
Hang them.
gonna build siege towers first.
Orders.
So we'll wait a couple turns before we go
Wise
to
plan.
attack.
Forward.
You ask for a boon. Think again.
Could do well. You know what? I probably should boost the walls at Carrick Dromar. Alright, let's end the turn. How's Templehof looking? A few more turns. They're currently being
Not likely.
raided by Karl Franz. We'll see what happens. They might have finished building siege equipment now, and will likely go and attack, but... Carrick Ungor... Oh, that's my siege. Do. The Empire is attacking, okay, as I suspected they would. And of course they have all these armies here. Well, let's try and defend. So how many different directions are they going to come out from? Is it going to be like just all right over here? No, it's probably going to be like from every single direction. So reinforcements will be from there, but the others are over here.
Miners! Thunderers! Quarrelers!
Yeah, we're not going to take those siege towers down. It's almost impossible to take down siege towers with regular towers anymore. At least that's the way it certainly seems.
Thunderers!
Ooh! The Thunderers are doing some decent damage there.
Yes, Lord! For the ancestor gods! We stay put! Ordnance ready! For the ancestors! We demand blood! Tell! Vengeance! Quarrelers! Vengeance! Drain them! Yes! Yeah! The clans unite! Reach fast! Blow through!
How did that damn Wizard Lord get up there so quickly? I have no idea. But I'm most disgruntled at it.
Fire! Reload! Fire! For the ancestor gods! Move! Take aim! Thunderers! Dwarf warriors! It is a reckoning! Let's have it, lads! For the ancestor gods! Right-o! Thunderers! We stay put! We demand blood! Strike out!
Yeah, I think it's pretty safe to say that we're going to lose this one. Well, let's do as much damage as we can. I will definitely say one thing. I intend to destroy the Empire here. Because they've been such a pain in the ass. And I think that's about it. Almost. There goes the army. So Pickle, Omar, how have your guys' days been so far? I know, Omar, you probably just got up, I think. Unless your sleep schedule is still weird. And they just sacked it? That's interesting. Are you seriously heading to Eschen? That's not a smart move on your part. You are not going to win that battle. Pickle says, 1.5 weeks of school. Like 1.5 weeks left? Omar says, still wired. My day's been good, not much going on. How about you? Yeah, as I said, only got my oven today, so I skipped class because I didn't know when the oven was going to arrive. It ended up arriving early on in the day, but I had to go to the store to get groceries and all that too, so I figure I could miss one day at least. Everyone else has missed at least one day of the class, so and Pickle says, 1.5 weeks left. Okay. Well, that's good that you'll still be able to enjoy a good portion of your summer. Or, wait, didn't you say there's 2 classes or something like that? Hello there, Alpha Strain. Says, oh, how it feels to not be in school for several years. Unfortunately, sometimes even in the working world, you end up in school. Oh, look! The 1,000 dragons are deciding to attack before we can build our siege weaponry. So this is going to be interesting. I swear to God, you better put me in a good position here. Because if my reinforcements come from a weird position, that's going to really screw me over. Pickle says that's next month for the other class? Okay. Bad thing here, I don't have any Slayers in this army either. So we don't have any anti-large. Well, besides the ranged anti-large as part of our artillery force, so artillery master, you better not let us down. Alright, thank God reinforcements are coming from a good position. Bleh. Stupid sneeze. Okay. So, we want to position ourselves where we can keep them as far away from our artillery as possible. Pickle says, I've been looking into some Warhammer 2 lore, and I started to get into the Norska. Really? What in particular interests you about them?
By King Thorgrim Crutchbearer, it is an order. Go. Move now. For the ancestor gods. Killers. No beards. Nothing can stop us!
Fire, you fools, fire!
Organ gunner! They have wronged us! Grudge thrower! Thorgrim Grudgebearer! We fire on your command! And for the ancestors! We demand blood! The runes glow! For mountain and hall! We demand blood! Break the eggs! Organ gunner! Let's be about this! Withdraw! Tell the Earth's wizards! Radu! They'll guard it! To the colors and gold! Range far, range fast! Don't skirmish! To the forge! Availer's blessing on us! Gyrocopter!
Alright, where is... Well, we got Treekin over here. Let's go visit them.
Grudge thrower! All on the floor!
I think we lost River Dwarf here. Oh no, he's running away. Okay, he's not dead yet. That's good. Oop, there's another forest dragon kind of trying to escape there.
Those dwarf legs!
Range 4, range first!
Aha, we got him. Alright, let's see if we can't take out the rest of them here. Just in case. I mean, I want to say we might have them fully defeated here, but just in case, I want to be sure. Alright, let's see. Alright, so Pickle said, like the fact that they are, the Norskins are men who are hardened by the North. Really? Yeah, certainly, the North in the Warhammer setting is like a very inhospitable location. Like, you think the North gets bad for us, it's like even worse there. You know, creatures are corrupted by chaos and all that. I don't think there's much of any plant life in the far north. It's just a bad place all around. Alright. And no, they are still there, bastards. And look, we got a quest issued. The Great Book of Grudges. At the end of your turn, have a trade income of at least 2,000. Well, how much is my trade income right now? Nothing. Apparently I'm not trading with anyone. What the hell?
It is our kin have come. Fetch the
Why won't you
brewmaster.
trade with me?
We drink.
True. What brings
Is it
you
because...
before the air
Oh,
of
I can
war?
make Clan Angren to join my confederation. Oh, because probably they've just suffered some horrible defeats. Pickle says, not even dragons can take on Artillery Master's forces. He did do a good job there. Alright. I hope I don't come to regret this. Let's have Clan Angren to join our confederation. Alright, Lords and Heroes. So Belagar is wounded. That's probably why they decided they wanted to do their whole thing. Most of the ghost guys are wounded, except for King Lun.
Clan honor.
Alright, so let's go ahead and increase his melee defense for Thorgrim here.
My anger burns bright.
Hey, Captain Rainbow Farts gets a little level up. Do we do range? We could do range.
Ready access. Tiger, Tuna.
Yeah, I'm just gonna auto-resolve it. Pickle says, don't let someone join you, newbie. You have to take them by force. Well, I might have to do that with, Ungrim here. Because he doesn't seem very intent on joining me over here. In, let's see. There he is in his little place, Carrick Cadrin.
Throw bearers! Let's march!
Oh, Carrick Ungor doesn't have anything special? That's kind of disappointing. Well, let's work on building up their stuff there.
What?
Rune, Ricky. It's as good as done.
And since we have the money for it, let's do a... Oh, it's gonna be a while, but... Let's do a recruitment of a gyrocopter brimstone gun. Omar asks, what level is my guy? He is currently... level 9 right now. And Pickle wants to know what the map looks like. So after taking Clan Angrund, we have locations going all the way south here. So we actually have quite a bit of territory. I wonder if Cetra would maybe... Oh, this is Doom Kingdom. Oh no, this is Khemri.
Do not squander it.
Ooh! We're gonna get 1,500 per turn with this trade agreement. Oh yeah, we have these guys still. At Mount Arachnos. How did we get the Lost Plateau, but not Mount Arachnos? Doesn't make any sense, but it is what it is.
Armed and ready. Heading out.
The throng is mustered.
Master of runecraft.
Well, we can make a whole bunch of slayers here. Might as well do that. Pickle says get some more lords and heroes. Because they have so much territory. I would probably tend to agree there.
Salmar Gorbok. Q.
You may speak before my shield bearers.
Why do people that like me not like my trade agreements? Does not compute. Alright, so where are the locations that I'm going to most need people around here? Well, Mount Arachnos is one of them. Pickle says we don't want to spread our forces thin, do we? Suppose not. Alright, so we have some of our previous lords that we had. That we kind of got rid of. Let's see, Monument of Grimnir is when we get Grumbrindle, so it'll be a little while. Let's see, do we do the Rune Lord? Yeah, we could probably do the Rune Lord.
I'm ready. Lord of Clan Morgrim.
Oh, and we're out of money.
Orders. Moving off.
Alright, so next turn we're going to have to start recruiting a lot more now.
As a clan and hold.
We got these weird broken dragon slayers again. Oh, we have the full Western Badlands here now. Let's do growth. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're under siege here. Alright, Quantum. Time to test you out here. A little rough looking, but I think we can win this. Because if we can win this battle, that'll give us a bit of a push back against the Empire. We can get Quantum over to the Castle Tempelhof, and then we'll have a bit more defense going. So what should be the next unit that I work on for the Warhammer Star Wars mod? So I've done a Jedi Battlemaster, done the Stormtroopers, have the AT-AT kinda done, but it's also kind of a trying to decide what I want to do with it sort of situation, so. Alright, we have a lot of water around here that we can use to our benefits.
Quarrelers!
Pickle says rebels, so like units for the Bretonnian Rebel Alliance or whatever. I suppose that's a possibility. I do have a general idea for what to do for like a Princess Leia hero. For the individual units, I haven't quite decided what to do there yet.
Longbeards!
The runes glow!
Get your beards bloody! War of vengeance!
Pickle asked, did you start off in the Badlands as the Dwarves? No, I want to say I started off in... because the Badlands are a little south of where the Dwarves start off at. Because Dwarves start off in one of the mountain areas. Why do you ask? Did you find something about the lore of the Badlands?
Dwarf warriors! Rune of smiting upon them!
Alright, we got Karl Franz taken care of.
Quarrelers! Split them in two!
To the forge!
Yes! For the Karazanko! It's an order! Quarrelers! Go! None for the downworthy! For the ancestors!
Those great swords have a lot of armor, but we're kind of just overwhelming them with the amount of damage and the amount of attacks that come from our quarrelers. And I think their wizard lord is somewhere around here.
Quarrelers! The clans unite! Kill them all! For the ancestor gods! Will do.
I'll show you the map, Pickle, as soon as I am done with the battle here. Just remind me at the conclusion of the battle if I forget. And there goes their lord. Pickle says, okay, and also I was thinking you should conquer everything as your goal, and yes, it'll take a while, but it will be fun. It's definitely something that we could do if the interest is there. Alright, let's try and do as much damage as possible, and then we're going to have to come running after all of these guys to wipe out their remains. Yeah, I still have no idea how some people are able to conquer the entire map within like 200 something turns. But some people are able to do it, so. Omar says hacks. And Pickle says map. All right. So all three armies look like they're going to retreat here. One of them was completely defeated. We finished our grudges though, so that was good. And Quantum got causes terror when fighting against the Empire. Nice. Alright, so the map. So the Badlands, The Badlands are like around down here. Where we actually started was right here. The wait, is there a way to turn off? Well, I don't know if there is a way to turn off these little icons here. But, so yeah, the Silver Road is where we started, which is right up here. The Badlands are a little to the south, so we have Western Badlands, Eastern Badlands, and Southern Badlands down here. Pickle says, oh, see you later, Omar. Next stream is going to be tomorrow at 11 p.m. Central Time. We'll be doing Knights of the Old Republic then. So, hope to see you then. So, Pickle says, is there a way to show me who rules what? Yes. We have our ownership overlay. So, the light blue is us. The yellow over here is Everland, which is a relatively friendly Imperial faction. The red, the dark red here, is the Empire. We also have red for Carrick Kadrin. Anything in particular that you were looking for? Blech. I think I'm getting sick. And yes, Omar, Knights of the Old Republic is tomorrow. Because I've been doing more Knights of the Old Republic than I have Warhammer lately.
Time for a reckoning.
Pickle wants me to go a little bit more north. Okay. So let me take out these guys first. Just to make sure that we get rid of these Imperials.
Beards and belts.
Ooh, we got some decent armor there. Let me give that to Quantum here. Oh, he already got it. Armor and Fortune.
Moving.
Alright. So we don't have the full area north explored. We know that, well, Norska does control this area over here. And from what I can tell, they control actually most of the north around here. Omar says, don't get sick on us. We'll see, Omar, we'll see.
Master of runecraft.
Alright, who did I lose in Thorgrim's army? I had that. 2 Longbeards. Oh, is it a group of Quarrelers? Well, let's add just regular Quarrelers, I guess. Alright, Vault Dweller. I forgot that runesmiths can do damage walls. Actually, you know what? I think that might be useful for him. Goes with the name Vault Dweller, doesn't it? Let's do Strike the Runes for the moment. We'll continue with the support abilities.
Yes.
I grow restless.
Alright, well, we're out of money. So let's end the turn. Ooh, there's a big army there. Pickle says we should wipe out the Empire, then turn our attention to the south. If I remember correctly, there is gold and iron over there. There is gold and iron to the south, with Kemri and all that. Though Kemri has the potential to be a decent ally. Potential, anyways. Pickle says trade, and then once your army outgrows her, take her land. I suppose that's an option. We do have to try and rebuild our reliability so that people will actually trade with us again. Because I think that's why people aren't trading with us, is our reliability is low because of some of those alliances that we had to stay part of, which, yeah, that was a big mess.
Your reach grows yet further, great lord. Your endless
Hey,
victories
lots of
are
money.
changing the very fates themselves. The world falls before your incredible power.
The axe
All right.
thirsts for war.
Let's see, what next? I suppose we could improve our gyro bombers and all that. Ooh, increase our income from trade, actually. We'll do that. Anyone else that's going to
Yes.
be willing to
Make
trade
a
with me?
proposal. My long
Our kin have come. Fetch.
Valley. These lands are ours.
Dark, what brings you down from your mountain halls, dwarf? No evildoer may receive the blessings of the lady.
Welcome, dwarf.
All right. The
Alright, what
dwarves
about
have
you
come.
Imperials? Will you trade with me at all?
Approach us, friend.
Someone, anyone,
Sigma,
pretty
by
please.
Sigma's will, come in peace.
You'll do it for
Sigma's
money?
will.
Okay, fine then. Will you do a trade agreement for money?
A fool's action.
Come on. Pickle says, let's see, we need some type of army that can steamroll over anything. So we can cut through the Imperial territory and take their capital. Oh, yeah, we'll build that. Build up that, build up defenses. And Templehof, let's build you up.
for the wisdom of Valea. The High King acts. To war!
Yes, let's move.
Zogoth.
By the king's command. Beijing boats. For clan honor.
Alright, King Lun. I don't know where Thorgrim is going to eventually be coming back yet. We'll just hold off. Oh, and I used up all my money. Son of a bitch.
I'll cast the runes. Master of runecraft. Clan honor.
Oh, another dragon slayer here.
Moving off.
Pickle says, seeing as the Empire is right next to you, they should be our main focus. Okay, so probably with Thorgrim and Artillery Master, we'll take out Fort Jakova here. Probably just take it out, we won't actually settle there. And then we'll probably try to head south.
Come then. Only Sigma's god, Ulrich, can judge it worthy or no.
We cannot.
Who else am I at war with? So I'm at war with the Empire, I'm at war with the Legions of Chaos and all that. The Warriors of Chaos. And there's one little, to the far south, there's one little greenskin tribe that I'm at war with. Well, Bretonnia is beginning to confederate. That might strengthen them a little bit. Probably another thing that I'll want to do is all over at, what was it, Carrick Ungor? Yeah, Carrick Ungor. I'll probably want to build an army to leave up there to help defend against Chaos. Because I'm sure eventually they are going to show up there.
Retake the realm.
Alright, Thorgrim.
Vengeful rune lord.
You know what, we can probably move Thorgrim forward.
What?
Just to try and take Fort Jakova here.
Wrong is mustard. A wise plan. Forwards!
The throng is mustered.
Alright, King Lund here gets a little boost. Are my other spirits heroes ready yet? No, one more turn, one more turn, one more turn. And one more turn for Belagar.
One rag. Beards in belts.
Armed and ready. My anger burns bright. Casting the runes. Iron-willed. If you say so, Beardling. What? Onward? Got then.
Crackle shit.
Yeah, Mount Arachnos here is where I'm at. Is the other group that I'm at war with right now. Alright, let's probably go ahead and end the turn.
Welcome,
No one wants to trade with me still. I forget how many turns it takes to try and repair your liability. Pickle says, we could conquer the north and secure it, but you don't have the income to lead such a campaign? Not yet, anyways. Once I can start to trade, maybe. Pickle says, trade. Does that bring in resources or gold or both? Just gold for the most part. I don't think trade brings in resources that you can use for the crafting system. I don't think it does, but maybe it does. Endless Winter, Kislev. Sounds about right for Kislev. Oh, that's one of their rights. Interesting. Vicious snowstorms cover their own territory, causing any who enter to suffer from attrition. I didn't know that Kislev had its own specific rights that they could use with this mod. Pickle says, oh, hey, everyone's ready. Pickle says, I'm guessing you trading with others will cause some to dislike you. Actually, not really. I mean, not to a large extent anyways. For the most part, it really doesn't hurt too much. Hey there, Quantum. How's it going? Alright, let's just raise this province.
Yes.
Alright, River Dwarf, we can make you immortal. So, in case we get you killed, we'll be alright. Karagungor, let's start building you up. And Artillery Master will be ready in one more turn. He'll be ready. Quantum says wasn't able to get the power armor working yet. What? Oh. You were working towards it. Now what else do you need for the power armor?
Ready.
Also, Quantum, you'll be happy to know that your guy is still alive. He hasn't ended up like all the other... Actually, this playthrough has actually been good. I haven't lost anyone's characters yet. Back when I played Vampire Coast, like all the time I was losing someone. Alright, Burundan Ironhammer. Oh, you're the guy that's just hanging out there. I forgot about you. Quantum says, just missing one part, some radiation protection thing. Interesting. So how many innocents did you get killed? Did you uncover any other traps that caused Fallout 2 to crash? Alright, so King Lun is here.
Then,
Morgrim, you're our little scout guy. Quantum says, search the whole town, nobody has it yet. And no other crashes, yay! Yeah, Pickle,
better be good.
when Quantum was going through earlier, he, oh, you guys are all the way over there, that is so far away. So, he was using his trap skill against, what was it, was it a box or something? Or a door or something like that. And as soon as he does that, the game crashes. I got a nice little chuckle out of it. A safe, that's what it was. Alright, go for the gyrocopters. Let's go for the gyrocopters. Speaking of which, I think I need to... Oh yeah, forge a... Well, it's going to be a while before we forge an alliance with Nordland. Let's see, Dragonback Slayers or Slayers. And the Great Book. Well, the Great Book of Grudges is probably our closest one that we can get. As soon as we can get someone to actually do a trade agreement with us. Pickle says the game knows what you're trying to do. You must murder the game. Kill it while it sleeps. Oh, crap. Oh, wait, you came back. I really don't know what's going on with my whole audio. At least this time it's coming back after a moment of going out. Come on, let's see. Pirates of Sartosa. Not too concerned about them. Pickle says, so newbie, I've been thinking of a plan that may or not be bad for you. Well, what's the plan? Oh god, I just realized our public order here is really bad. Oh yeah, that's what I gotta do for this province. I gotta set up a Slayer shrine there. Alright, let's do a tribute to increase public order, because I have the money for it.
Armed and ready.
Iron sets of clans.
On your skills, Dowie. Iron weld. Yes. It's as good as done. Rune Lord. Lord of Clan Morgrim. suppose so.
Alright. Hey, Quantum got a level up. Alright. So let's see. We could do defense. Actually, no. Quantum mentioned that he is more of a barbarian sort of type. So we'll increase his attack. Or in this case, his damage. Which also reminds me, he needs a weapon. Ooh, Starbreaker. Or there's Iron Warden's Hammer. For the perfect vigor. Ooh, Chilling Aura. Oh, but I need marble, damn it. Well, let's go ahead. We'll do Iron Warden's Hammer. Because that'll increase our bonus versus infantry as well as our weapon strength.
My axe thirsts for war. What? Throw bearers! Let's march!
Alright, I'm gonna be
Belts,
trespassing on their territory, but too bad.
master of runecraft. Get out of here! An honor. Using guild routes. Yes.
King 1, nothing to do with you. Alright, let's end the turn. And then once we get Artillery Master and Thorgrim together with Quantum, we'll be able to make a push against the Empire and hopefully get all the way to their capital before we end the stream today.
Warriors will binds me to you. By the king's command.
So Pickle said, like I said, you should take out the Empire, head south, collect the resources, and use those resources to build up your army, so you can head back north and secure the northern mountains. Then we should head back south, then west, because there lays more gold, which could fuel our army even more, and then head north, again conquering that side of the map. Then we can go for the prize, the middle island. It's a longer term goal, but it's something that we could work on. I think once we get around to recruiting Belagar, Ironhammer, and then we have his little ghost army with him, his ghost heroes and all that, we might be able to make them work pretty well for that whole plan. The exiles of Nehek have been destroyed. Oh. That means no more Tomb Kings over in the far north. Well, the northwest, anyways. See you later, Pickle. Thanks for stopping in. I'm wondering if maybe for the next campaign that I end up doing, next Mortal Empires campaign, if maybe I should just maybe see about getting a mod that just reduces down to the major factions. Something I'm thinking about anyways, to reduce these turn times.
The High King moves. What?
Our kin have come. Fetch the brewmaster.
Hey, I can
We
make
drink.
Kaer Kadrin join our confederation now.
I must fulfill my slayer oath.
Oh, actually, you know what? Huh. Let's get rid of this refectory. So I'll need to build, over at Crooked Fang here, I'll need to build walls there. Otherwise the AI will come from like the far, far side of the map, hunt down that one little settlement and destroy it, because it doesn't have walls.
Vengeful Runelord. I'll cast the runes. I hope it's as good as done.
Alright, our armies are almost ready to move against Arachnos there.
You may speak before
Zorn, why are you so unfriendly? I'm not sure, but you have gold, so you're probably going to be one of our next targets here.
Salmar Gorbok, Hewitt.
Alright, so who here is willing
Yes.
to trade with us?
Welcome,
You?
ancient
No.
allies.
What? The dwarves have come. I hope they have brought a few barrels of Bugmans with them.
Oh, barrels of Bugmans. I'm like, battles of Bugmans? And I'm like, what? What are you talking about, crazy old man? Yeah, yeah, we're not going to be able to do any sort of, defensive alliance with them until our reliability goes up, so that kind of sucks.
Onward. What orders?
Alright, let's end the turn.
Onward. For clan honor.
No, I was concerned for a moment because it was thinking for a while. Oh, hell. One thing I will say is, now that Total War 3 Kingdoms is out, we should hopefully be getting some news pretty soon on Total War Warhammer 3. I would think anyways. You know, you'll have probably a solid month at the very least. Focus solely on 3K. But I would imagine probably by the end of non-aggression pacts? Interesting. Sure. I would imagine probably by the end of August at the latest. We should get some kind of news on what Total War Warhammer 3 might hopefully look like. Because I think that's really the next big project from Creative Assembly here. And I know people have posted on the Total War subreddits about hoping some features from 3K will show up in Total War Warhammer 3. I think it's a possibility. Because certainly some features from Total War Warhammer 2 kind of made their way over to 3K. Because I think there's a similar... So the High Elves in this game have a system where they can influence the relations between factions. And I want to say I read somewhere that actually made its way into 3K as well, with one of the factions there. Ooh, so this is kind of some of the stuff I was thinking of. So, this treats... So this stuff treats the Slayer like a mount, but it's not a mount, it's like a weapon. So this is kind of one of the things I was hoping to do in my mod, was to kind of use the quote-unquote mounts as a potential like weapon change, to go from like a single-bladed to a double-bladed sort of saber, or that sort of thing. I'm not entirely sure how well it'll work, but it's definitely on the list of things to do.
What do you want? My anger burns bright. What? Casting the runes. Good. Grimnir's axe thirsts. March. Yes. No. Heading out. Armed and ready.
Hey, Omar's Captain Rainbow Fart's got a level up. Alright, another boost to range for the artillery.
Beijing belts. The throng is mustered.
And Templehoff is ready to level up. Taking a quick look, it looks like everything else is holding up well for the moment. So let's go ahead and end the turn.
You summon me? What?
Definitely another thing that I need to look into is eventually how to change textures on units. I'm not looking to do a whole lot of texture changes because, for one, I'm not very good artistically, so it's more of just like recolors and that sort of thing. But I'm hoping it's something that might be possible. We'll see. Quantum asks, planning on making your own textures? I mean, it's not so much making my own, but rather just focused on making edits to existing textures and applying them to different models. Because one of the mods that I use actually does that quite a bit is called Mixu's Tabletop Lords, if I recall correctly. And it introduces a whole bunch of new heroes as well as generic lords. Quantum asks, is it difficult? Maybe? I think I looked at some of the stuff for it briefly. I might need a hex editor for it, but I can't quite recall. I know there's certain things with the modding for Total War Warhammer, and probably any of the Total War games, that does require a little bit of hex editor changes. The stuff around like auras, like visual auras, probably would need some kind of hex editing. True, Quantum. A hex editor is relatively easy for most of the basic stuff. Yeah, that portion, it doesn't concern me too much. It's the actual changes in like Photoshop or whatever to the textures themselves to make them look decent. That's the part that gets me a little, so. Quantum says, I remember I had to download and install Python in order for Oblivion's mods to work. What? Those must have been some advanced Oblivion mods or something. I don't know. I never really modded Oblivion very much. Same with Morrowind. I never really modded that until I did my playthrough on YouTube for Morrowind. Skyrim I've modded a lot. But Skyrim made it relatively easy to mod.
Burns bright.
Alright, so Quantum, we got your guys here. Let's move forward Artillery Master. Get over here. And we'll be about ready to go take on Volkmar at Fort Oberstreich. Quantum says, I think it was a market trade mod. That actually sounds kind of neat. Ashen has the vineyard. Yeah, I guess we'll leave it like that for now.
Full Rune Lord. I suppose so.
Alright, so those guys are about ready to be done. Then we can attempt to attack Mount Arachnos here. Attempt being the key word.
The King's command. Moving off.
Oh, Skavenblight's over here, but it looks like it's been taken by Talea, so that's good.
Onwards. Let it never go. Arcane winds under control.
I remember there was some kind of crafting mod for Morrowind that I was looking at. Unfortunately, it looked like I don't know, it didn't quite grab my attention. There was something to it. While we're going through this, let me actually see if I can find that real quick here. What was the thing? Morrowind crafting mod. All right. Morrowind crafting. Quantum says I'd be interested in a view distance mod for Morrowind. I'm sure there's probably a few of them. I know there's quite a few graphics mods for Morrowind. All right. Morrowind 3.0 alpha. What was the issue that I had here? I think I downloaded it. Yeah, there's a download link for it, so I don't remember what the issue was for it. Maybe I'll have to look back at it sometime. Quantum says there's a lot that have it, but it's also bundled with other texture and animation mods. Yeah, that's true. One of the mods that I'm using for Morrowind messed up all the desks. So each desk just has the warning label showing that it doesn't have the model or texture or whatever. Well, the model, I think. So, yeah, they kind of mess things up in my Morrowind playthrough. Which I have to complete one of these days, but I've just been kind of... I don't know about it. Like, I've completed the main storyline and all that, it's just doing the DLC now. But the DLC for the Tribunal has kind of left me a little lost at times. There's been more than one occasion that I've had to actually go and look stuff up. And yes, it does suck, because the whole warning texture thing totally takes you out of the immersion. Alright, so Fort Overstrier, they are all located inside, so let's go move forward here.
Grimnir is with us.
And we'll go ahead and move your force here, Quantum, forward as well.
Time for a reckoning. Retake the realms.
And Thorgrim will get you moving as well. Alright. One last little thing, we'll upgrade Thorgrim again. Alright, now to start this little battle.
By the ancestor gods.
So obviously it doesn't look very good for us, but with all of our artillery, we should do alright. They have some artillery of their own, but I think we can win this. Blech. I swear I'm getting sick. I had a little something in my throat earlier this week, and now my voice is not quite up to par, so. But it was bound to happen eventually, because with all these lovely weather changes and all that, I think when I was out earlier today, it was like 83. And that was like at 2 p.m. Though I will say with my new place, it's been nice that the air conditioning hasn't kicked on all the time, so. Actually, it hasn't kicked on once. I tested it out once by lowering it down to like 72 or 71. And it worked, so that was good at least. Now I have it set to like 77. Which 77 might be a little warm for some people, but back when I used to live at home with my parents, it was always set to 80, and that was ridiculous. Alright. Ooh, this is a nice spooky location, because this is generally a vampire count map.
They have wronged us! Vengeance! Gyrocopter! Bring death on them! Yes, then! The runes glow!
Alright, so I think we'll use our grudge throwers to mostly attack their infantry. Whereas the organ guns, cannons, and then the one, well, the goblobber, yeah, we'll have that attack infantry as well.
Bring death on him!
So the organ guns and cannons are the ones that are going to do the damage against the towers and all that.
Satisfy the grudge! Yes!
Organ guns especially can take down these guys, these towers, relatively quickly. Oh dear, here come the rockets. Alright, grudge throwers, let's set you up. Fire on those rockets there.
I speak my lord's will! Cannon! Gyrocopter!
Alright, next, let's bring in the gyrocopters.
Nothing can stop us! Vengeance! Shoot the one! Stop
Alright, most of those, one group of rocket batteries are down.
grudge thrower! Yes! For the colours on guard! No need to guard! Shield bearers home!
Alright, so the wall is down, so that means we can move right on in.
Kill is ours! Cannon! No!
Alright, so what next over here? There's the mortars. Take those out.
Cannon! Forward! We demand blood! Castle! At the vengeance!
Come on, take out those Reichs Guard there.
For the ancestors! Who to attack? For the High King! Attack the heirs! That is Banner Bridge! Nothing could stop us!
Ooh, they made a horrible mistake sending their Empire captain against us.
The clans unite! Bloody! Blood! Ready axes! Empire men, chase my nonsense! Obey me! They are in the grave, cowards and corpses! For the ancestor gods!
Quarrelers! Bomb those dwarfen legs!
They're Brongus!
We'll got it! Quarrelers! We stay put! Barracks ready! The whole volunteers reach! Longbeards! Back to war of vengeance!
Trying to get my forces in a position where the Empire captain will be open to attack from my gyrocopters. It's not quite working as well as I hoped.
For the ancestors! Grenadiers! Kill Urks! There's a battle! Yes!
Find your targets! We stay put!
We'll guard it! We stay put! Kill Urks!
For the High King!
Moving out! is a what? Stand them down!
You know what? I might be sacrificing my gyrocopters, but I'm gonna try it to have them go and take out Volkmar there. Ooh, Outriders trying to attack my guys? Yeah, that's a poor choice. Yes, flee, flee. And there it goes. We won. Alright, a little costly, but I kept my gyrocopter, so that's always good. Oh, the steam tank is still alive. Because the steam tank is unbreakable. Forgot about that.
The clans unite! Gyrocopter!
Alright, Quantum, I'm sending you against... Well, I was going to send you against a tank, but you kind of went flying a little.
I see weak arm splitters! Gyrocopter! Kill Oaks!
Almost there. Maybe.
Die, okay!
And there it goes. Alright. Let's see what the damage was. Well, from this group didn't lose any of our forces. What about Quantum's force? I do wonder if, for the Bretonnian rebel faction, because right now they just have trebuchets, I do wonder if I should maybe add something like this Hellstorm rocket battery to what they can recruit. Because I know the rebels in, like, say, Empire at War have, well, torpedo launchers that resemble the Hellstorm rocket battery. Alright. So Quantum did not lose anyone in his army either. That's good. Go ahead, we'll occupy it. And Artillery Master gains Grimsbane, which adds melee defense and melee attack to the army. Not too bad.
Let us begin.
I wonder. Yeah, never mind. Alright, let's see. So that was all decked out.
Onward. Grudges will be settled.
Oh yeah, I forgot. When we're in unpleasant climates, our casualty replenishment rate goes down. Ugh.
Good. Grimnir's axe thirsts.
Thurgrim, I'll move you down to go and take Schwartz safe in there.
Armed and ready.
Alright, so these guys are ready to go as well.
Onward. My anger burns bright. Nuff. Master of runecraft.
So I wonder if I could do what I did before,
What?
or what the AI actually did to me before,
Heading out. Casting the runes. Rune Lord.
and go and siege the one settlement
Yes, let's
to
move.
hopefully keep their army in, and then go and take on the Wog.
I answer to clan and hold.
It's a possibility. Not entirely sure if it'll work, but it's a
By the
possibility.
king's command.
Also, I do have to finish this last hangar over there. Eventually. Alright, let's end the turn. I have my full ghost force from the dwarves back with me. Ooh, the Wood Elves went to war with a whole bunch of people. And so did well, I'm actually surprised Everland took so long to go to war with the Warriors of Chaos. I thought it would have been an instant thing. Ambush foiled. Oh.
Ever vigilant.
The High King acts.
Thorgrim, let's get you over to Schwarzhofen. Take that under our control
Destroy them.
quite easily.
Attack.
Silver Horn of Vengeance. Increases charge bonus. That might be useful for my Slayers.
Chime. Onward.
And is my reliability? My reliability still sucks. Yeah.
Aye.
Armed and ready.
Alright, so let's go ahead and try this. I'm gonna save in case this goes horribly wrong.
To battle. For the
They'll start a siege of Mount Arachnos.
Vengeful rule.
And these guys will go and attack the Wog. Alright, so that does work. So this group went and stopped them from being able to reinforce from the city. But they can still participate in the fights, right, along with our other forces too. So, a lot of big orc units. It's going to be interesting. I think we can win this. I can't believe I've been playing this game for so long, and I didn't realize that you could siege a city to prevent it reinforcing the outside army. Never even knew that. How did I not know that? It looks like they're making us do a choke point battle, but that may not be so bad. Because they only have one thing of artillery and a few night goblin archers, but again, that's not going to be too difficult for us to deal with.
Dwarf warriors.
Alright, so I want just one big force here. We'll have Slayers located to the sides.
Kill orcs. Quarrelers.
Quarrelers will be located all within.
Slayers. They have wronged us. Iron-willed.
Alright, so that's the first army.
Don't skirmish. Yes.
Alright, we got a really big force of Slayers here.
Range fast. Vengeance! Strike out! War of vengeance! Down! Down! They have wronged us! Yes! Slayers! Lock formation!
Alright, our Slayer force is ready to go, so we're going to move them forward. Once they're,
Lord of Clan Morgrim!
well, let's see. Once these two other smaller groups get into position with Group 1 here, we'll move them forward as well.
Bring them to our hides! Kasuk! Now! Runes of power! Dwarf warriors! Defiant and unbowed, give me vengeance! Master of runecraft!
Alright, these guys are ready to go.
Our ancestors!
Let's move them forward over
With
here.
haste! Shifting! Slayers! The clans unite! Move now! By the Layer's will!
We're almost ready. Almost in range. And then once we are in range, we're gonna pretty much try and do as much range damage as possible against these guys.
What? By the Layer's will! Slayers! Armed and ready! Battle ready!
Oh, that was not what I wanted. Okay.
Slayers!
And here they come. Alright, Slayers. Charge.
Slayers! For the ancestors! Yes! Yes! Let's start shooting!
Oh dear, what's going on? Oh, don't tell me you're gonna crash on me. Don't crash on me, damn it. You're crashing on me. Oh, son of a bitch. Yep, there it goes. Oh my god, seriously? Damn it, Quantum. I too have fallen for the crash trap. I mean, fortunately, the good thing about Total War Warhammer is it does save before each end turn. The only problem is I spent a lot of time trying to get that army set up in the middle of that battle, so it's like, oh. And unfortunately, I don't believe you can save within a battle, which sucks. I don't think you can anyways. I'll look at it when I go in. No, Quantum. I think in that battle, I initiated the battle. Now you can quick save right as you're starting a battle. Unfortunately, I didn't do that. Not on that one anyways. Alright. Oh, I did actually quick save. I forgot that I did that. Oh yeah, because I wasn't sure if that thing where I prevented the army from coming out was going to actually work. Sometimes I surprise myself. One thing I do need to figure out is, do I want to try to upgrade this computer, or do I just save up and work to build a new computer? Because this one's, let's see, how long have I been doing YouTube now? January of 2016, I want to say. So this computer is about 3.5 years old now, so the problem if I wanted to upgrade this computer, I'd have to get a new motherboard as well.
Master of Runecraft.
Quantum says I've been saving myself, but I could definitely use a new one too. Yeah, I think
Aye.
more than likely I'm probably going to, yeah, both new motherboard and new RAM. If you want to upgrade the processor and all that.
Runelord.
Which I don't really need to upgrade the processor
In
necessarily.
battle for the king. Master of Runecraft.
Alright, so let's fight this again. Yeah, I don't necessarily need to upgrade the processor. I mean, it's a... I want to say it's like a fourth generation i7 processor. It's a relatively decent processor. I mean, I know there are better options out there. But for the most part, the bottlenecks that I encounter aren't from the processor. I think it's from the either the RAM or it's from the hard drive. Quantum says i7 is better than mine. What kind of processor do you have? Yeah, I want to say mine is like the 4770? 4770K, I want to say. And that processor came out in, looking it up here on online, it says came out Q2 of 2013. So it's an old processor. You have an AMD FX 8350. Ooh. Oh yeah, I was going to check. Okay, yeah, so you can't save in the middle of battle, unfortunately.
For the ancestors.
Alright, so my plan that I did last time, sent Slayers up here, sent the other army up here. So let's do that again.
Runes of power. Quarrelers. Slayers. For the Eye King. Vengeance. It is a reckoning. Rune Lord. Ready.
Yeah, I know Intel has its issues with those couple big exploits that came out last year, but at the same time, I do like Intel processors. Alright, let's speed this up here. Quantum says they're generally more powerful per core than AMD's. Yes, pretty much. Another thing too is I like a lot of old games, and I don't know, I mean, yeah, you've been able to run, you know, Fallout and Fallout 2 relatively well, but I think some old games are a little finicky with AMD. Now, I don't know how the Ryzen is with all of them. I know I've heard that, like, the original Mass Effect has some issues on Ryzen. Alright, are we at the point of firing yet? Let's move over a little more. And now we should be. We'll turn this choke point against them.
Word of vengeance! Move to attack! Bring the edge! Come at them! Thunderers! For the Canazan Corps! Move now! Scar! No! What's going on here? Come then, strike out! Procreated! We demand blood! Dwarves, ready axes! Go! Attack the orcs!
Understood, Lord! Cut out!
Get them!
Lord of Clan Morgrim! Slayers! We are relentless!
This is a reckoning!
Quarrelers! Valea bless our aim! Sally, attack! Slay the Oathbreakers!
And I think that will be it for their forces here. Hopefully it'll wipe out this force. If not, we might be able to hunt them down. And then without this WOG, it'll be a bit easier for us to take on the rest of the remaining army. Loss of the WOG might also lead them to take some attrition damage for their army itself. Hello there, Joey Perps. You've been thinking about getting this game? Not bad. Do you have the first Total War Warhammer? You do? Okay, cool, cool. I'd definitely recommend it. I'm currently playing the Mortal Empires campaign, which is, you know, combines the first game and the second game main areas into one big map, and it's totally awesome. Probably the worst thing is just the load times. With, well, not the load times, the turn times. Because the load times will be bad anyways in the second game, unless you have a solid state drive. If you can do that, that helps a lot from what I've heard. Joey says, I have a MacBook though. Oh. Can I play online battles? And the first one could never find a match. That is a good question.
Vengeance! Setting off.
Oh, can we get all the way over there? You bastards.
Master of Runecraft.
Grimner is with us!
Double Gribben!
I think I should actually break off from this siege right now. Be strategic, because otherwise things are going to go a little not so good.
Onward!
Although that's not good either, because that kind of separated our forces.
By the
Well, let's send
ancestor
them
gods.
after them and wipe them out. That at least gets us one victory.
Heading out.
Joey, best bet I would say. Do you have an account on Reddit? If so, I would jump onto there and post on there. If not on there, post on the Creative Assembly forum, and they might be able to give you some information as to whether or not you can do cross-play between Mac and Windows. I like what you're thinking, Joey. The biggest problem is that when it comes to cross-play, there's a sometimes Mac versions have different like codes, or not codes, but like a different set of files than the Windows version, which might cause potential desyncs. So that's why sometimes you don't see compatibility between Mac and Windows. It all depends on the structure of the game. Given a game of this size, it may not go so well. Let me do a quick Google search real quick Total War Warhammer 2 crossplay? Cross-platform. Alright, let's see. Mac and PC should be able to cross-play multiplayer. Why isn't it allowed? I myself, a Mac gamer, don't shoot me, aren't able to play with 75% of the gaming community, since most everyone games on PC. So it looks like, according to this post on Steam, that it is not allowed, actually. Yeah, admittedly, I didn't even know that Total War Warhammer was compatible with Mac, so... Yeah, the biggest problem is large games like this, they have a complicated understructure to it all. Trying to do crossplay on it could potentially lead to desyncs. I think it's the same reason why in any of the Total War games we haven't seen campaigns that have more than just between 2 players for multiplayer campaigns, which sucks because this game with more than 2 players in a multiplayer campaign I think could be really cool. But unfortunately I think it would lead to a lot of desyncs. I know I've encountered them just in regular campaigns with people, so. Alright, let's do the rune.
Vengeful Runelord! I answer to clan and hold.
Alright, Belagar, let's recruit you. Of course, bringing you back has suddenly made it very expensive for everything, but at least you have your nice little stuff with you.
By the king's command. I grant me this had better be good. Nay.
Alright, so Sylvania is under our control. Let's go ahead and do Venerate the Ancestors to increase our Untainted.
Retake the realms.
Khazid Urkulaz. We'll increase that place. Oh, I didn't notice this guy went up a few levels. But yeah, Joey, if you like the single player portion, and especially the campaign, I would recommend it. And the story campaign, it's not quite as good. Well, the Vortex campaign, as they call it. It's not quite as good as the original campaign in the first Total War Warhammer. But at the same time, it's not too bad, and it has some neat story elements, especially when you get to, like, the Tomb Kings DLC. I like the story there because it kind of leads up to... well, I won't spoil it, even though you can find, you know, what it's all about on YouTube and that. But it has some interesting elements that, to me, I think teases for Total War Warhammer 3, but we'll see. Well, the Warriors of Chaos, have been destroyed. For now, anyways. Alberic Sidao? Wonder if he's related to, oh, what's the name of that one? I should remember it. The one old guy, I know he was in The Force Awakens. Something Von Sydow or something? Hold on. Now I gotta look this up. Max von Sydow. That's the name of the guy. Who everyone thought before The Force Awakens came out that he'd have such a greater role. Because he was, you know, a pretty famous actor and all that. Then the movie comes out and he's killed in the first couple minutes. They definitely like to subvert expectations in Star Wars a bit. Same thing with Phasma too. I mean, you know, you kind of hoped that Captain Phasma in The Last Jedi was going to have maybe a bigger part. But she went out like a punk, just like Boba Fett did in Return of the Jedi. Ooh, they're coming to attack. Flee! Flee! Will they chase after us? No, they're gonna run back to their home. Alright, so we've been doing this for about 2 hours and 53 minutes. This will probably be close to the last turn that we do here. The Doomtide. Oh, look. Another wave of chaos emerges.
Quadrag, strengthen the shield wall. Train. Better wheels, lad. An accord bound by runic law. Lund's heir. Very well, I will do as you ask.
Oh, I shouldn't have this trading depot so early there. So let's get rid of that.
Anger burns bright.
Let's have you return over here to heal up.
On my way.
Oh, did you? Oh, no. You came back.
Lord
Weird
of the
sound.
Anglin.
Okay,
On my way.
so we'll go to Karag.
What do you want?
Why is there vampiric corruption here? Osmosis? From who? Someone's building up chaos, or not chaos, vampiric stuff around here.
My anger burns bright.
Alright, artillery's right hand. Do we want to do melee defense for you? We'll do hit points for now.
Throw bearers.
Thorgrim, meanwhile, will move you up here.
Good. Grimnir's axe thirsts. Clan honor. Beijing belts.
Alright, so we are going to end this turn, and then at the start of the next turn, we'll end the stream here for today. That way we'll be all ready for next week when we continue this. Tomorrow is going to be Knights of the Old Republic, so If I recall correctly, I think we were just about to leave Dantooine. So we'll see where things go from there. Still have to decide what our first planet that we go to is. I'm kind of leaning towards Tatooine. That way we can get HK-47 and all that. Alright, so that's it folks, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube as well as follow me here on Twitch. And I will see you all tomorrow at 11 p.m. Central. Thanks for watching.